While watching the 1921 German film Das Kabinett de Dr. Caligari, it's impossible to ignore the dark, deep-rooted, and twisted themes the movie holds. The final product of the film wouldn't be the same if it wasn't for the mise en scène. From the lighting, costumes, makeup, and set design, it's what ties the whole movie together. The mise en scène calls for viewers to do some deeper thinking when it comes to the message the movie is trying to convey, and makes it easier to do so. It's giving us an inside look at the mind of an insane asylum patient, something that can be harder to do by showing and not just telling. The film is a turning point for German cinema because it introduced Expressionism, a term that set new boundaries for film and transforms movies into works of art. In order to do so successfully, emotion must be captured visually. It takes the audience into the world of the characters and has them attempt to uncover the underlying meaning of the film. In Das Kabinett de Dr. Caligari's case, the world we are submerged in takes us on a psychological roller coaster, making us question who's insane and who's not. One of the major components of mise en scène is lighting. Throughout the film, we see how much shadows and contrast between light and dark is frequently used. It adds to the drama and chaos the film possesses, and it captures the vision of being trapped inside a madman's mind. Darkness envelops many of the characters from scene to scene, indicating the dark or evil side of personality. We see it when Dr. Caligari is in his office and is visited by Francis. Dr. Caligari is surrounded by darkness here, and it looks like there's no escaping it. It's fitting for his character because of his portrayal as being the bad guy in Francis's mind. When it comes to lighting, the film has a unique approach. Paint happens to be the material used to cast shadows rather than actual lights. It's a good addition to the unconventional and quirky approach the movie already has going on. Costuming and makeup is another critical piece that makes up the mise en scène of the film. It's easy to decipher whether a character is evil or good just by looking at their appearance. For example, Caesar is a character dressed in a lot of dark colors with exaggerated makeup. It's of course making him a scary-looking character, but it also represents him being a malicious tool to the evil Dr. Caligari. It's a good comparison to Jane, who can be perceived as a character who does no harm. In this scene, Jane is dressed in all white, the color symbolizing innocence. Jane's makeup throughout the movie is done in a daintier fashion, less harsh, so to say. It goes hand in hand with the look of purity she embodies. It's important to note that Das Kabinett de Dr. Caligari takes place in Hossenwall, a town filled with abstract buildings and winding roads. However, at a closer look, the town does much more than providing the film's scenery. Its complexities resemble the twisted mentality of Francis. Everything appears to be at a slant, buildings and windows creating an off-putting vibe. Hossenwall doesn't come off as a picture-perfect town, just like how Francis doesn't have a picture-perfect mind. As Dr. Caligari runs up over the hill, we see the distortion of the path and trees. The director, Robert Wine, made an artistic choice when it came to the set, having both aesthetics and the message of the film in mind. Mise en scène does a lot for a film, and Das Kabinett de Dr. Caligari proves just that. It has the ability to gear the direction the audience sees the film in and leaves us both answering and asking questions. It's just what the storyline needs, and it carries it along perfectly. The mise en scène completes the theme of insanity in the movie through its well-thought-out visuals. It opens the door to Francis's mind and allows us to explore it.